Hello, this is Grandma Jan from Red Toad Art Studio, and today I'm going to do a challenge collage. And the challenge is to use our crumpled old wrapping paper from Christmas Day. Now, there were 9 of us, and none of us are very neat unwrappers. We tear into our Christmas gifts. And so it's not in the best of shape. Some are better than others, but most of them are pretty crinkled. And I was grabbing Christmas wrapping paper right and left after we pulled it off of our gifts. And the challenge is to make a collage from leftover gift wrapping paper. And I don't have to use all the papers, but I can't add any other papers to it. Also, I can use markers, pencils, pens, paint if I wanted to, on top of it to make marks if I want. So, I really don't know what this is going to turn out like. Let's get started. The first thing I need to decide is what I'm going to use as my foundation or base. What am I going to glue my pieces to? And I have decided to use a piece of Canson mixed media. This is a 14 by 17 inch piece. I am going to cut it down though, because this is a good size piece. And this is beautiful paper, nice and sturdy. And I took a piece out of here. I cut it down to a 9 by 11 piece. And then on that piece of paper, I have approximately a 1/4 of an inch frame drawn in, and I just did that with my T-square and my pencil. And then I took a flare and I colored the whole frame black and just did simple dots and lines with a Posca pen. You could also do that with paint or a gel pen. And this set up my piece of paper or my foundation ready to be collaged on. Now I've done quite a bit of the work ahead of time because some of this is time consuming, like coloring in this frame. I did this ahead of time because I know you don't want to sit and watch me do all that. And I took my papers and I cut out things like this piece of paper. I cut out a Santa Claus. I could have cut out candy canes. There's all kinds of things in this that I can cut out. I cut out a Santa Claus from this. There's neat trees. And it's amazing what is on wrapping paper that can be focal points. But I had several I wanted to be focal points, so what I did was I gathered several circular things that I had laying around and took some of this paper and drew in it and cut it out. And I cut out several of those, and just like this, I took my pen and colored black so that it'll have a black frame, and then I put dots in it. I did that with that one. Let's see what else I have here. Well, I did 2 that way. I have 2 with dots. I have 1 with lines and 1 with scallops. And this is on the back of a piece of wrapping paper. And then I took, I took the same circular thing and laid it on wrapping paper. This was one of my favorites, this beautiful wrapping paper. And cut a circle. I cut a moose out. I cut a bear out. And then I took this wrapping paper. Isn't this great? This would be great. I'm going to save this for next year to make collages out of and cut around that. But I cut around that Santa. He's a round circle. With this, I cut around a snowman like that. Oh, there's my moose. And then, oh, I have to apologize. I was wrong. I used this for these. I used this, which was a little bit bigger, for the brown ones. That gave me room to draw the frame around it. And I drew several other things I may or may not use. I did, used another lid and drew those and cut them with my scissors that will cut a jagged effect. And I cut out several little figures that I might use, but I don't have to use them all. And I don't think I will. I really cut out quite a few things to fit on this. Even though this is a big foundation, it takes, well, these big pieces cover it up really quick. Now, to cover my backing, I don't want this left white. I will be covering it with some of my wrapping paper. I'm going to cover it with some of this and some of this using the torn paper method. I'm just going to tear pieces of paper out and glue them on. So let's start with this and tear some pieces off. This has a bad tear in it, and I don't want that tear, so I will eliminate that and this go. I'm just experimenting. I've not done this. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm going to use these things I've cut out and try to make a pretty picture. And you'll find out when I find out if it works. Now I have pieces of tape on this that I have to work around, and odd cuts and wrinkles, which makes it a challenge, but that's the idea. This is a challenge. I think that's probably about enough of the brown. Let's add some of this pink now. Like this. Let's get some pieces of this. You know, I want to straighten out this edge. So you get the idea of what I'm doing here. I am going to finish this. I'll tear various pieces out and glue it down, and then I'll be right back with you when I have that part done. I've got several pieces of paper torn here, and I have my piece of glue paper, and I'm going to use my glue stick. And I'm going to put glue on the back of each one of these and layer them in. Okay, I'm back. I used 4 different kinds of paper in my background. A little bit of red, that always gives a picture a good pop. Season's Greetings brown. I had the pink striped paper. I went 2 different ways with that. And the brown plaid. And it took me about, I imagine it took me about a half an hour to do this. Get it all glued down. And I actually feel like I want a piece here. But I'll wait and see with maybe adding my other pieces, my focal points, maybe I won't need one up there. And as you can see, my mixed media is bending a little, and I'll have to put it under something heavy like my mat later on to let it dry straight. So let's start working with my other pictures. I have these things. In fact, I'll move this for now. These brown circles. And these need to be glued together. And I have to choose, oh, well, we don't need two. What are they? Mooses? Mices? Mises? We don't need two of these, so let's do the bear. There. Let's get these glued together, ready to put on. I don't want to stick it to the front and pull parts of my image off. Okay, there's one. See, this is the back of my season's greeting paper. There, all four of these are ready to paste down. So, okay. Let's see where we want to put these. I want to overlap somewhat. I think about like that. So this one needs to go down first. I guess I can do this one though. So, let me get a clean paste sheet, and let's put this one about here. We won't need a whole lot more on this, will we? Because these fill it up. And I think this one goes next, right in there. Okay. I like them overlapping just a bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some glue on this one. Rub out the bubbles from the center outwards. Because some of this wrapping paper is pretty lightweight paper, and it bubbles fairly easy. There we go. I think those are pretty. And then I'm going to do this one here. Do I want this one under? I think I might want this one under. Yeah, we'll put this one right here. And now for this one. All right. I really like this just as it is, but I'm going to add a few more things. I had some trees cut out and a snowman. Let's see what all I have in here. All kinds of things. There, these little trees I think can go at the bottom along with my snowman. I have so many things left. I really think I'll try to make another one or two small ones. Trees. I thought I had 4 trees. I think this can go maybe up in the corner. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller and put it right there. Let's see if I can find my other tree. I've got 3. I think another tree went. There it is. So let's put the snowman there in the corner. Now I may have to outline him with my black Sharpie just so he shows up a little bit. And put the 4 trees in a row, and I have stars to put on top of them. Let's try that. There we go. Get some glue on these trees. One more tree. Now I have 4 little stars that can go on top of each tree like that. Whoops. And these are little, aren't they? But we'll see if we can get them on there. Maybe I should get my tweezers. There we go. Get my second star here. I cut these out of, I'll show you the paper. Paper that looked like this. There's trees and little characters and, well, there's stars and candles and owls and all kinds of things on it. So I could have got a lot more things. 2 of them. 2 more to go. All right, 1 more star. There we go. Now, let's see. I wanted to do this. And I will cut it straight across here and make it smaller. And I think I'll put it right there to hide that kind of white spot. It stuck to my fingers, and look, I tore it terribly. Let's see if I can salvage it. Not perfect at all, but hey, none of this is perfect, is it? We might do a little something here to kind of hide where it tore. Let's see, what else have we got here? That's too much. Let's look in here. There we go. That will hide most of that tear and look good there too. No one will ever know, except you and me. There we go. I might have to recut out an owl. I had a cute little owl. There he is. I think he will sit right down there by that tree. So far, I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. I wasn't sure it could be done without making a hodgy-podgy mess. But I like this. It'd make a cute table mat, placemat, wouldn't it? If you Mod Podged this and got it to laying straight, make several out of all the Christmas paper, and you would have placemats next year. Wouldn't that be cute? Let's see, I have a few more little figures I'm going to try to place in. We got a good spot there to do some. See, we don't need that. I don't think we're going to use that, but I want to use some of these little figures. Let's get another one. How about that? Let's put these guys here. He's got that stick. Let's see. Should he go there? I shouldn't call it a stick. It's a wand, isn't it? There. Let's do them there. There, isn't that cute? So, do we want anything else? The only words I have are these. And I wonder if I would cut them out, if those would be cute. Fun? What fun. We'll glue that on, and then I think this will, we'll glue that on in my sequins, and I think we'll be done. If I can get it glued down well enough. Since it was... What fun! Now, let's see what I've got in my sequins. What have I got in my sequin shapes? I think some of these glittery kind of, well, should I use stars? Let's see. And I don't like this right here. I might get a little piece of something to put on that yet. Wouldn't this be a fun project to do with the kids? Make placemats for next Christmas out of all the old wrapping paper. I should probably have a few more. Let's put some gold ones in there to shine it instead of white. There we are. One more gold. Okay. Let's get the liquid glue out for these and get these glued down. And we'll find a little thing for that and we'll be done. Luckily, it dries clear. See if I can get this out. There we go. I have very gluey fingers. Let's try that a different way. Just put it on my finger. Put a little glue on it and put it down. That works much better. It doesn't put glue all over the place. There we are. It just has to dry now. Now, I may try and see what Mod Podge will do on this later on. Let me see too. I need to cover that. What about that right there? Let's get this that'll work. There we go. Well, I think this turned out pretty cute for a pile of what would have gone in the garbage. I'm going to call this done. The next thing I'm going to do is flatten it, and I may try to decoupage it so we can see if we can use this for placemats. So, I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year, and I hope you grab some of your old wrapping paper and see what you can do for it to make it cute, pretty, funny collage for next Christmas. So, bye-bye for now.